She was the face of an era, the embodiment of the sexual revolution. Overnight, Raquel Welch became a sensation, the living, breathing symbol of Hollywood's ultimate fantasy. One photograph turned her into an international icon, but behind the glamour and fame lay a story far more complex and painful than the world ever knew. For years, the industry treated her as nothing more than a decoration, until one brave battle would prove just how wrong they were. Born Jo Raquel Tejada in 1940, she was the daughter of a Bolivian immigrant. Her Latina roots were swiftly hidden by studio executives who urged her to adopt a more marketable name, but no amount of rebranding could dull her fire. In her early 20s, she was a single mother of two, struggling to escape a dead-end life in Texas. Her drive was relentless, her independence fierce, and that determination became the armor she needed when Hollywood tried to reduce her to an image and nothing more. Everything changed in 1966. One film, 1 million years BC, catapulted her to superstardom. The sight of Raquel in that now legendary doe-skin bikini became one of the most famous visuals of the decade, a defining moment in pop culture. But while the world saw her as a fantasy, she felt trapped. Hollywood had put her in a box, expecting her to look pretty and stay quiet. Determined to prove she was more than a pin-up, Raquel fought for serious roles, working with cinematic legends like James Stewart and Frank Sinatra. But the scripts offered little depth, and critics dismissed her as another beautiful face. Still, she persisted. By the mid-1970s, she was ready to rewrite her story. Her performance in The Three Musketeers earned her a Golden Globe in 1974, yet the industry continued to underestimate her. Then came Cannery Row, a major 1982 MGM production that was supposed to showcase her dramatic talent. It was her chance to reclaim control, until it nearly ended her career. Barely 2 weeks into filming, MGM abruptly fired her. The official reason? They accused her of skipping rehearsals and making excessive demands for her makeup and wardrobe. She was immediately replaced by Deborah Winger. The headlines were brutal, the judgment swift. The aging sex symbol had become difficult and disposable. But the truth was far from what the studio claimed. Behind the scenes, it was a deliberate act of corporate betrayal. Raquel fought back, filing a $24 million lawsuit against MGM for breach of contract and defamation. It was a groundbreaking move, one that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. What was at stake wasn't just money. It was her reputation, her dignity, her right to be seen as a professional rather than a product. The question echoed everywhere: was she truly a diva, or was she a casualty of Hollywood's deep-seated sexism? 4 years later, in 1986, the verdict came. Raquel won. The jury awarded her over $10 million, vindicating her name and exposing the prejudice she had faced for decades. It was a monumental victory, not just for her, but for every woman in the industry fighting to be respected. The lawsuit effectively froze her movie career for a time. But Raquel had made her point clear. She would never be silenced again. She reinvented herself, finding new success on Broadway and in television, proving her artistry went far beyond the camera's lens. Until her passing in 2023, Raquel Welch remained a symbol of resilience and reinvention. She wasn't just a Hollywood beauty. She was a trailblazer who refused to be defined by others. She fought the system, she won, and in doing so, she transformed what it meant to be an icon.